Hey guys, sorry about the wind noise. I'm outside. I just figure I want to do this one right quick because it's late, and by the time I get home, I ain't gonna want to do this, and I'm going to pass out. Now, you know how I am about hypocrisy. Now, when the Donald was calling for making the suggestion about um, National Guard being deployed, which I will admit, I'm not a hypocrite. I was against it. I was like, no. I mean, this isn't the National Guard's job. It's the job of the elected officials of that city, which is the mayor who chooses his police chief. Now, the sheriff of the county is different because a sheriff has to run for election just like a politician does. But I figure I get that perfunctory out of the way because I am not a hypocrite. I was like, yeah, Donald, I don't like it. And I said, well, it is shit that no. See, because the only this and one of the reasons why I don't like it is for the stuff that I just said. But another major reason is being a former soldier. I've never been a National Guardsman, but a lot of guardsmen were are former active duty. Now, granted, some never have been active duty, but I know that there's ones that have been active duty and some that's been deployed exist. So then now you having guys, it depends on what the National Guard unit is. Because we're not cops. Okay, I tell people, look, my primary MOS, I'm a 13 Bravo. My secondary is I'm a 12 Bravo. 11 Bravo. That I'm not a cop. I'm not an MP. My job isn't to go out here and stop crime. You get this guy. He is 63 Bravo. We wear the same uniform. Well, except I got the jump wings and all the other stuff on my uniform. But a civilian don't know what the hell that is. They just see the same camouflage pattern, the same boots, the same Kevlar, the same rifle, the same everything else. They don't know. He's a mechanic. He's not a cop. Or this one, he's a radio repair combat signaler. He's not a cop. He's a mortar man. Former 11 Charlies. They done morphed them in with 11 Bravos, which didn't make a whole bunch of sense to me. But anyway, he's not a cop. Now, if you just happen to have an MP brigade company, in your gut, that's different. They're cops. They're just in camouflage, but they're cops. They write tickets. They pull you over on post for speeding. You didn't signal when you turned. Illegally parking. They're cops. They're just in uniform. That's different. But anyway, I'm against it. But let's get on with the story because I know I always have somebody, but I remember you said so. I'm like, okay, now I got to go above and beyond for that one person that just hangs around waiting. Hopefully they can catch you saying something that goes against something that you said before. That's the only time those are the miserable souls, but they're out here because and something, never mind, I'll say that for another video. That's going to be fun. And I got some hate emails I gotta share, but I can't show them on the screen because I already know how that goes. Remember last time I got flagged for that, but they called it hate speech. Now, DC Democrats calls on National Guards to stop crime wave. And I said, man, you asking for trouble. Because like the unit I was like, I can pick one of the units I was in. And you gonna deploy us out here and give us, all right, what are we gonna do? Stand here and do what? Just watch people. And do what? Make sure they don't commit crime. Well, what do you consider a crime? I mean, I don't know the laws of this. Well, here's a handbook. Wait a minute, I ain't no damn cop. Okay, you see the obvious. Dude snatching chick purse. I'm going, grabbing stuff, running out of the store. What am I supposed to do? What am I gonna do? Stop. You put it down. If I grab him and he fight back at, or he try to resist me, what you gonna do? Punk ass toy soldier. He gonna get butt stroked to the head. I'ma be on news. Everybody there standing holding they damn struggle wireless ghetto discount ass wireless plan phone, recording me. Now, for the sake of social media and optics and political correctness, here Gunnery Sergeant Taylor is in a world of crap. Because I'm been deployed by my unit to a blue city that's been asked for this crap that they got, and now I'm under the gun. Now ain't this some crap? And I got 2 years left to retire with my 20, and I've already passed the E7 board, so I'm about ready to get pent up here next month. Well, I say E7 board, but y'all that made, y'all that's sergeant first classes, y'all know what I'm talking about. I've already been to ANOC and everything. And I'm supposed to, okay, so that mean I'm going to do nothing. That mean I'm just standing here taking the abuse for these damn slugs on the street. Because I already know if I do something, I'm going to be in a world of hurt. Even though we could fix this damn crap and nothing flat. Anyway, y'all see, it's sad that this is where we at, that you got to give a giant 7-minute speech before you even talk about the damn video. Because if not, they got the libtards is just waiting in the wings to rip you to shreds. Trayvon, I said Trayvon, I'm sorry. Is it Trayon, y'all? Trayon, I guess. White senior, a Democrat, Washington, D.C. Civil City Councilman representing Ward 9. I didn't know they had wards in D.C. In the nation's capital is calling for the National Guard intervention in the city's crime crisis. The crime is out of control and getting worse by the day. We must declare an emergency regarding the crime and violence in our neighborhoods and act urgently. It may be time to call on the National Guard to protect the children and innocent people that are losing their lives to this senselessness, declared White. I am tired of our children. Look, man, dude, that's the parents. Wait a minute. Okay, and now look, let me go ahead and stop, because I ain't gonna read this whole thing. This is a bunch of leftist bull crap. You talking about these children? Oh, you mean these teenagers? The skinny jeans, sagging skinny jeans teenagers with the hoodies, dookie braids and whatnot, just blamming each other and robbing people? Those children? Them ain't children. Them young savages. What are you talking about? And who do they belong to? That's the part that y'all love leaving out. Because you can't say nothing, because y'all suffering from dear mama syndrome. And absent Pookieism. Pregnant, perpetual Pookie pregnator. You a hater, dog. Okay, like I say, they turning out these savages. And these are the savages that you having to deal with and you complaining about. But the National Guard is supposed to somehow come out here and wave their magic wand that looks like an M4 or a 6-hour P320 and make all that stop. Them Pookies gonna try to jump on one of them guardsmen in a group, and he's gonna deploy his firearm if he's smart. And then here we go. The military is out of control. Whose idea is this? The commander need to file charges against this National Guardsman. National Guardsmen are regular guys and gals. They got regular jobs. We call them, the nickname is weekend warriors. That they got jobs and families. They got their own kids and husbands and wives and whatnot that they taken care of without him messing with your foolishness. Skyrocketing crime rates in D.C. have been accentuated by a particularly violent start to August. In the first 5 days of the month, the city recorded 13 homicides. On the year, homicides are up 28%, robbery is up 60%, violent crime more generally is up 37%, and all crime is up 30% over 2022 numbers. Okay, then what y'all need to, I was going to say something that I know is going to trigger a whole bunch of clowns. Say, well, dang, y'all, if y'all get all of them hood wearing white guys out of DC, then all the crime should go down to zero, right? I wonder who it is committing these crimes. The city has already recorded 596 carjacking cases. I guess Brad and Benito up there carjacking folks. 77% of which involve firearms. So they jacking you at gunpoint. Wait a minute, what's the gun laws in DC? Thought you ain't supposed to have a gun. So y'all trying to tell me the law that they hold, that they put on the honest citizen, that Brad and Benito ain't following that law, and they carjacking people at gunpoint? Wow. Okay. Only 78 arrests have been made in those cases. Last year, the city council voted to lower the criminal penalties for a number of crimes. Last year, the city council voted to lower the criminal penalties for a number of crimes, including carjacking and armed carjacking, but it was withdrawn after Congress rejected the changes. So the liberal Democrats that run that place figured the way that they can ease up, that it would help turn down the numbers of carjacking and armed carjacking, was to lower the penalty. So basically, what you just told Brad and Benito and Boniface, because you probably got some Frenchmen over there, doing shit too, Frenchy French, the French cutting up right now. I get it, and while Dontarian and them, they're just being victims of Boniface, Benito, and Brad, and being they all benevolent, they don't want to defend themselves against them. So you figure you gonna lower the penalty, and that'll make them stop. No, they gonna say, oh, wait a minute. So this ain't an automatic 5 no more? It's not an automatic 5? It's 18 average? 18 months average from automatic 5? Pooh, man, they all over that. Last month, the city council approved emergency crime bills meant to address the deteriorating situation in the city, including by making it easier to detain those accused of violent crimes until their trial. White's call for the use of the National Guard comes 3 years after progressives across the country insisted that Senator Tom Cotton, Republican Arkansas, called for its intervention during the wave of violent riots across the country during the summer of 2020, threatened African Americans' lives. Right. Okay, so let's go with that. So they said, Tom Cotton, this some bull crap, because the National Guard is gonna, like I say, Tom Cotton wanted it. I still say I don't want it, but that's me. I'm not an elected official, but I got a say, I got an opinion, in which I base it on facts. My opinions ain't based on feelings. And I got a voice, because you listening to me now. Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay, so it's only the National Guard is only going to attack, quote unquote, African Americans if a white Republican asks for the National Guard. So the National Guard automatically going to turn into a benevolent, free-willing society of men with guns if a black Democrat asks for the same thing that the white Republican asked for. Do you see how effed up the game is right now? Do you see how dumb this is? Ideology. Trump's race. National Guard troops did show up in D.C. at the time, prompting Mayor, remember that, Muriel Bowser, calling for them to get out of there. And remember, and then what's the chick in D.C. that's like, what they need? You need to give them room to vent and all kind of other crap. And what happened? They burned your damn city down. This is dumb. Look, hey, if y'all want it, y'all can have it. Yeah, nice hat there, Chief. Yeah. Look, y'all ain't doing y'all jobs. The policies, you're voting in for the people that you have running the place. The mayor picks the chief of police. A liberal mayor is gonna pick a liberal police chief. A conservative mayor is gonna pick a conservative police chief. That's the way it goes. Show me one city that has a left-leaning mayor and a right-leaning chief of police. Call me a lie. You can do it now. All you gotta do is put up the city and they names. This is mayor this one, and this was police chief this one. That city, the police, and he's a Trump supporter, and this one, and the mayor is a Biden supporter, and he still selected him to be the police chief. Show it to me. You can't. You show it to me, I'll drink a tall, cool glass of STFU. You can't, you drink it. And we know you can't. Because you won't. Bottoms up and bon appetit.